I appreciate you for watching, for keeping you alive and keeping this channel alive. Today, we are going to be talking about something which is I'm really passionate about, and that is Africa. Today, we're going to be discussing about Africa, the people of Africa, the culture, the lifestyle, and the tradition. You know, a lot of people have different perception, different opinion, depending on the information they get from the newspaper, the videos they watch. I mean, biggest global media houses that publish something different than what's at the ground. So today we're going to be talking about a lot more, but it's going to be a conversation between me and you. So it's not going to be like talking, but it's going to be a conversation between me and you. And I believe it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome for us. I mean, a lot of people have a different opinion about Africa. But if you're joining me today, I welcome you. Thank you for joining. Just keep your question in the live chat there. I will be answering all the questions about Africa. Anything you need to know about Africa, I'll be answering that immediately without hesitation. When we talk about Africa, for this I'm going to ask you questions. When we talk about Africa, what comes into your mind? A lot of people, when they are mentioning the word Africa, most of the people, what comes into their mind is poverty. People think about poverty. When you mention about Africa, people their mind quickly react to poverty. Some react to backwardness. Some think diseases. Some think wars. Some think, different people have different perspective about Africa. But I want to let you know that Africa, it's not a country like many people think. People have a perception that Africa is a country. Africa is a continent like other continents. For example, Europe, America, Australia, Africa is a continent with over 54 countries. And these countries are divided into different regions. For example, we have the southern, we have the north, we have the east, and we have the west. In each region, I can give you I can name one country. I can name one country just to specify it. In the northern region, we have, I can say Morocco. We have the Morocco. Mostly people from the north, they are a little bit speaking more of Arabic. People from the northern Africa. Then we have in the east. In the east, you can talk about Uganda, Ethiopia, East Africa. Then you can talk about the western part of Africa. We have countries like Ghana. We have countries like Senegal. Those countries are coming from the western part. Then when you go to the central part, we have countries like Cameroon. There is a central part of Africa. That's where countries like Cameroon emerge from. And these countries also speak French. Then when you go to the south, we have many countries. We have, for example, we have South Africa, we have Lesotho, and many. So my question was, when somebody says or talks about Africa, what comes into your mind? Just type it in our chat there. I'll be going through all of it. Then I'll be answering all the questions you're putting in there. I appreciate. So Africa has a number of 54 countries. And Africa speak more than 2,000 languages. There are many languages in Africa. There are many, many, many languages in Africa. One of the most spoken language in Africa is Arabic, followed by Swahili, English. Those are some of the most spoken languages in Africa. I appreciate those who are joining. I appreciate those who are joining. Thank you. Keep the subscription. If you are new at this channel, this is our first live video. So please keep the subscription, subscribe. Africa has many things. Africa has many, it has a lot of things people don't know. And these things, for example, I can tell you, if you ever went into an African market, many people could be seeing people selling items. But when I walk into an African market, I'm not only watching people selling items, but I'm watching people, I'm watching people selling items. I'm watching families looking for a living. I'm watching a community. I'm watching unity. I'm watching resilience in the same market. So Africa has many modern cities than what you see in the headlines, or global headlines actually, than what you see in the global headlines. Africa has got a number of cities. For example, I can tell you some of the modern developed cities right now. I can tell you Addis Ababa, that is in Ethiopia. That's one of the modern cities built right now in Africa. We have cities like Nairobi in Kenya. People who are interested in people who interested in making business. When you go to Nairobi, there's a lot of developments in different aspects. Actually, Nairobi is thriving in technology. It's so amazing when you go there. Nairobi is thriving in that category. And then there's cities like Johannesburg in South Africa. These are cities, when you go there, in cities like Johannesburg, Cape Town, when you visit these cities, it will be difficult for you actually to differentiate whether you are in Africa or you were living in Europe or America, because everything is relatively same. Starting from the infrastructure, everything is same. So if someone watching right now this live, you've ever had interest of going to Africa, those are some of the cities you would begin with if you have interest to go to Africa. Africa has a lot. It has a lot. It has many cities, Kigali. When you go to one of the cleanest, safest, beautiful city, Kigali, in Rwanda. That city is so beautiful. That's why I am communicating to you. We have this conversation, me and you, about Africa, so that we can, those who don't know a lot more about Africa, can at least get some information. And as we are proceeding, we will be able to traverse around all these countries, and we will go